Hey, it's Annabelle. Welcome back, and I hope that you had a good week. Now that another has passed, I really want to take the time and do a little bit of self-care and unravel and just de-stress a little bit. So I encourage you to do that as well, along with me. I've been doing these talking videos with no music because I asked, and a lot of people thought it was a good idea to just have white noise or even silence if you choose to, and then if you do feel like a certain kind of music for your mood, then you can put it on in the background of this, so that way it's not me always choosing like jazz or something in the back. So really up to you. It's currently noon for me, so the cloudy day means that there's going to be a lot of light coming in and out all the time, but that's not a huge deal, but just a warning. You see here I have a cup of espresso because my parents got me an espresso machine for my birthday, and I'm so happy and grateful for that because it's actually what I need, because I like to have a cup a day now, and instead of spending maybe $4 or $5 a day going out, I can just have it at home, and I'll talk about it or show you in a vlog what that looks like and how I make it. I set the machine up yesterday morning, so this is my second cup. And as you can see, this amazing mug is from my friend Kira last year for my birthday. And I haven't used it until this year because I never made coffee or anything like that at home, so that will be a delightful regular routine for me now. I try to just have 1 cup a day because I don't want to be too reliant on caffeine or anything. As you can see, I'm tweezing my brows, but there's not much to tweeze, so I never need to go out to get it threaded or professionally done. I just pluck at the... When I was in 6th or 7th grade was the first time I ever wanted to reshape my brows, and my mom had this random plastic tool with a little razor on the end of it, and I couldn't wait because she was in the shower and she said, just wait for me, I will help you when I'm out. But I couldn't wait, so I started like, oh, it was just a disaster. But I thought I looked good. I feel like we all do at our awkward stage. But the whole point is you can look back and cringe, because that just means that you have evolved. Thank you to all of the love, support, and friendship in this community, because, you know, I was mentioning how I felt really tired, and I asked how you were. I got a lot of messages just checking up on each other and just updating me. Even if I didn't respond, I probably read it and screenshotted it because I want to save it and look back. Kind of like what I was saying about being really energy deprived despite sleeping about 8 or 9 hours a day. Some people mention that they feel the exact same way, and it's due to iron deficiency, which probably was the case because a couple weeks ago, not only was I on my period and then my boobs like hurt a lot, probably as a side effect. Maybe the loss of blood also contributes to iron deficiency. Remember this from last year, I'm still using it. Would you rather have 1 wish granted today or have 3 wishes granted in 10 years? 10 years, I can wait. I'm really bad at taking a whole bunch of these at the same time. I have a lot of calcium because my family has a history of like weak bones, but I believe this one's iron. I'll take half now and half in the afternoon. I have been a little bit inconsistent in taking my multivitamins, so that might explain why I don't feel as good. The only thing I take very consistently is my fiber gummies because it tastes like candy. Very self-conscious because I just brushed my teeth and I always have coffee breath. But I wanted to talk about something new in hygiene because ever since I came back to school this fall, I've been using an electric toothbrush, and for the longest time, I've only used the regular ones that you get for free from the dentist or from hotels. And the last time I've used an electric toothbrush was when I was in elementary school. My mom got me a SpongeBob one. That is a different side story because I was obsessed with SpongeBob. But that toothbrush was the kind where it has a very big core battery you have to recharge and plug in. This one is just a toothbrush like this with a battery that you switch out every few months when it runs out. The brand is Quip, if you have heard of them. I'm very pleased to be working with them in this sponsorship. I've heard of them last year when I was in New York and I saw all over the subway and everywhere ads for Quip, and my sister's friend started the subscription and just fell in love with it, and when they reached out, I definitely wanted to jump at this chance, and I've been really enjoying this. I didn't notice this huge difference until one day when I was showering. I used my old toothbrush that was already in there, and the plaque and just brushing is not as effective. It just doesn't come off as easily without the aid of this subtle vibration. Also, another thing that I like about it is that it counts down 2 minutes for you every time that you brush, gives 30 seconds to each side, and it kind of pulses and tells you to switch. And it made me realize I always brush my teeth for like 4 to 5 minutes. This thing I'm holding is a cover for it, and the reason why I brush my teeth out here is because my sister's room is over there with the bathroom, and my room's in the living room. So a lot of times at night, if I don't need to go pee or anything, I don't want to open the really loud rickety door and wake her, so I brush my teeth in the kitchen most nights. So this I have out here in a shower caddy, and this is really hygienic to cover up your toothbrush in. If I had a more convenient setup, I would use the holder the way it's meant, like this, because the back has a strip and it adheres really easily to these smooth surfaces, but it's not actually sticky, so you can put on your tiles or a mirror. But since I don't have that, I just use it as a cap, and this is really ideal for traveling because it snaps in comfortably. So a big thank you to Quip for coming into my life. Comes in a little kit like this, that's toothpaste. So if you're interested, it's $25 to start and then $5 for refills. You know, for hygienic reasons, you want to switch out your bristles every 3 months. They also ship worldwide, which is amazing, and I have 15% off for you down in the link in the description for the first 100 people to use. Next, I want to do a face mask because it's been a long time. I got eyelash extensions for a while, so I was too paranoid to wear anything on my face, but I fell in love with face masks this summer. This is from Facetory. It's like a little box subscription that you can get, and they kindly sent this to me over the summer. I'm gonna try out the Aqua mask here. So I already washed my face, put on toning. This is intense hydration. Oh, it's cold. But it's actually kind of refreshing because it's hot in here today. This is full of whatever. I want to put the excess on my leg. Let me just check the time to make sure I don't go over this. Okay, you're gonna find this really gross, but a couple times when I use face masks, especially like this, it's loaded with product. Even when you have it on your skin for like 25 minutes, it doesn't soak up everything. So I would peel it off and then give this side to Tyler because you can still use it. So I would get 2 uses out of it. While I wait, I'm going to do some nails. So how perfect, you know, I set up all this stuff and I really enjoyed gel nails. And you know how I had it when I went to Europe. I had like a bright red color and it stayed the entire time. So it was just great that I didn't have to worry about any kind of ugly chipping during my vacation. But on the last day before I went home, I went into the pool and the water started to lift up some of the sides, so it just all went downhill from there. I'm using Madame Glam. Remember how I had this way back from 2 years ago actually, so this is the same brand that I'm using. I'm gonna do a soft pink today, and it's called Delicacy. What you doing? Not a lot. Shaking and moving at my local spot. This is sliding. Beautiful. Woohoo! In the last vlog, somebody asked what my skincare routine is like, if I prefer a complicated or simple one, and I would say it's pretty simple as of now. I put on toner and lotion. Most of the time that's it. Sometimes I put on serums when it feels especially dry or red, sensitive. If I have acne, I like to use the one I've talked about before from Glossier. And then I would use the acne spot treatment when I get pimples, which is this morning because I have one right here. I'm sorry that this keeps dragging down. Not that it makes it any more attractive when it's like this. Are you disturbed by this image? I don't know. Is your parents like walking in your room and then seeing you watching this video and they're like, "What are you doing?" I don't know, Mom. What are you doing? This is the important part, okay? Applying the color. Yeah, the face mask can come off now. Whew. While my nails dry, I'm letting the rest of my face mask just absorb into my skin. I'm just not gonna wear any makeup today. I've been more and more inclined to do that because it's just so much more comfortable at the end of the day to not have to take off my makeup. I just kind of clean up and go straight to bed. And in terms of school and everything, it's just starting to plateau out a little bit because it has been a month since school started and you get back into the swing of things. There's a routine that forms, so even though I always have an overwhelming amount of work, it's easier to manage it now. Alright, so that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I had a really pleasant time filming this. If you're interested in the Quip toothbrush subscription, I have a link below for you, and the first 100 will get 15% off their subscription purchase. So I would hurry and go down there. It's right in the description. And other than that, I hope that you have a wonderful weekend ahead of you. I'm certainly going to try to enjoy mine despite being really busy with work. It's stuff that I like to do, so that's my attempt to be positive. I'm gonna get dressed and head out for the afternoon. It was really fun hanging out in this vintage thrifted PJs that I'm wearing right now. I'll see you very soon. Bye! Hold on, I need to burp. Oh!
I turn around, does see the scene of beauty.